These three letters have the world's car makers quaking. BYD. The Chinese car manufacturer seems to have cracked the code on producing affordable batteries for electric vehicles, and now sells more EVs than any other company. But thanks to Washington's heavy restrictions on Chinese automakers, US consumers won't be able to buy a BYD anytime soon.
Without the US market, BYD still will be the leading position.
You're confident?
Very confident.
A quick look at the numbers tells you why BYD feels so secure. It bested Tesla in global EV sales last year, even without access to the world's largest economy. The US government has effectively barred Chinese EV makers from importing their cars into the country, eyeing their expansion as a threat to domestic production and national security.
My best wish is with President Trump's visit to Beijing, then you start like a dialogue, then you see the business opportunity. This US-China relationship is win-win.
At this year's Beijing Auto Show, BYD put on a show of force, an entire hall dedicated to its brands. There's clamor for all those cars overseas, especially as the Iran war drives up prices at gas pumps.
We are more global brand than a Chinese brand, and for sure.
BYD needs its overseas growth to offset fierce competition in its home market.
BYD, right, they were flying up until 2024, and then 25, so far this year, they've had a lot of pressure.
The company reported its first annual profit drop in 4 years in 2025 amid a brutal price war, and its net profit more than halved year on year in the first quarter of 2026. Its answer to driving forward? Tech, including super fast charging, batteries that can charge from 20% to 97% in 12 minutes, even in cold temperatures. BYD is also racing car makers globally to develop more advanced assisted driving systems and investing in hardware and software to roll that out.
This will make us more powerful in the future when the AI more mature.
expanding our lineup and making more cars that people want around the world. We are almost ready to build our cars in Europe for Europe.
Smarter and more sustainable mobility of the future. Our positioning of BYD is clear. 100% energy and 100% accessible.
So keep that in mind. Please come on the stage.
I like the colour. The technology, all the electronics, everything is very well engineered. No, it's all political, but that'll change because Canada has just released and able to have Chinese cars in, and they're big in Australia, big in New Zealand, so I think it'll only be 3 or 4 years before the Americans get it too, I suppose.
去看老王去了，我现在不爱抓老王，我们去看看呀。
Not only because of the level of technology they have right now, but mostly because of the speed at which they are innovating. So it's something that we have not seen in the past in the industry. We had some examples in the past, like the Japanese in the 70s, the Koreans in the 90s, and they were also quite innovative, but they never had the speed that the Chinese have right now, which is something that is amazing on one side, but it's also frightening in the other one, because the industry, the traditional industry that we know in the US, Europe, or even Japan or Korea, is not used to it. The design is quite unique, I would say, because we don't see this kind of front fascia in the other products we're used to. And inside, it doesn't look like a B-hatch. It looks from an upper segment. So when you get in, you don't feel like you are in a small car. Even though we're talking still of a B hatchback, it feels better in terms of quality and bigger in terms of size.
I mean, it's the largest automotive market in the world, so all car makers, whether it's multinationals or the Chinese car brands, wants to take share in this market. So the competition is, of course, very high, and we still have way more than 100 brands in this market, so the consolidation is not really happening yet. Yeah, so the competition is really, driving that price down.
中国的电车，我现在比较关注就是，比如说像比亚迪，它新出的第2代这个电池，它的续航和充电速度都非常快，然后续航像那个 J9DT 续航能达到了1036公里。 续航也非常高，因为新能源车我感觉最关注的就是这个电池的续航这一块。
播报新闻是我的日常，必须时刻保持妆容和皮肤的最佳状态。当来到人生中最重要的时刻，也是 KS 逆时奇迹帮助我轻松驾驭，闪闪发光。KS 逆时奇迹活肤露全效精华、精华霜，多达5种 EGF 6大冻龄关键成分。 保湿效果让我非常满意，小细纹也不再困扰我。我就是我自己的最佳女主角 ，KS 让我从容自信、光彩动人。 我是我人生中的大女主，我的最爱我做主。KS 逆时奇迹系列热卖中，下单请上快点购，透过中天新闻网 App 下单立减50，或输入 CTI 推荐码有额外折扣。